Are we? No,
late?
we're not late. We're right on the dot.
Just hit the button just in time.
We're right on time.
I'm rearranging furniture. Sorry.
I don't know why that's over there.
Oh.
So, let's see.
Is anybody
there? I am.
Oh, I forgot to put my mic on.
I can hear me.
Can you hear me?
Hello. I didn't check.
Oh, you don't care if you can hear me?
Of course I can. I can hear you.
You can always hear me.
And I can see you, like last time.
Is this on?
It's on.
Okay.
It's.
You sure?
No. Yes, it's
okay.
on. Don't make me second guess myself. I've already second and third and fourth guessed myself.
Well, it's one of those days.
It's always. I could sing a song. I won't.
Oh no, please.
Good morning. Welcome back to whatever this is. Why do you watch us every week? I don't understand.
We love you.
We entertain you for some reason. Is anybody even watching? Do they care yet?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Chris is there.
Don't ever say oh dear. It makes me nervous. Well, I'll give people a couple minutes. I've discovered something.
Oh, they're coming. Charlie's here.
It's not brand new. Obviously, I'm just late to the game, but all of my friends apparently, like 3, 4, 5, I don't have a lot of friends, they are all selling Color Street. Do you guys know about they're like self-adhesive, they're real nail polish, but you stick on?
Marlene has used those, I think.
I am still learning. They're not great, but they're good from a distance. I'm getting better at it. But
one looks short.
Yeah, I keep snagging my nails.
One.
Oh, this one.
Did you see what she just did to me?
I was showing her my finger. I messed that one up. It's really hard when you are not ambidextrous and you're trying to and you're trying to sit in your bed with 2 dogs and a husband moving the bed trying to do them. So my left hand looks all right.
Sean helps Shayna.
Listen, let me tell you a story about the last time my husband helped me with something like this. I asked him if he could paint my toenails because I was being super cheap and I didn't want to go pay for a pedicure. And he's like, I don't know how to do that. I was like, it's easy. It's like painting. It's just a little surface. It was so bad that I made him stop after one. And he was like, here, I'll pay for it. Just go get a pedicure. And the person doing my pedicure could not stop laughing and pointing. And I was like, all right, I get it. There was nail polish on every part of my foot. It was really bad. So Eric is not allowed to help with that. He's out. So, welcome. Hi. Just like in true New York fashion, we don't know what to do and can't make up our minds. Last week, we were here on October 30th. So it wasn't even November yet, and it was snowing, it was dark, it was freezing. It is November 6th, and it is currently 64 degrees out.
And sunny.
And sunny, and it's like, it's spring. And don't ask me why I'm still wearing a sweater. I will have it off before I get through my notes. Why are we inside? Because we want to be here with you. So, let's talk, friends. Let's see. As always, I always start to like and follow and share and welcome if you're watching on YouTube. We keep getting more YouTube subscribers. It's bonkers, bananas. I don't know why people are following me on YouTube, but thank you. I don't know how they're hearing about us, but they're finding us and they're on there and they want to be part of our club. And that's fine. And we have 578 members in the group as of this morning. Barb just checked because just forgot. So that's super exciting.
We have a 600-person drawing?
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Please.
Barb just really likes to give away my stuff because apparently she doesn't want me to employ her much longer.
No.
I don't know. I can't even believe that. So, something exciting happened this week. But I'm mean and I'm not going to show you. And the reason is, I'm just going to tell you a little something. We're going to switch things up a little bit for November Cork Club. So if you are part of Cork Club, you're going to get your shipment early. I'm actually going to do all the shipping for Cork Club next week. I'm hoping Monday to get everything out, possibly Tuesday. I just remembered I have a hair appointment on Monday and it's getting crazy up there. So Monday or Tuesday at the latest, I am going to send out Cork Club. And the reason I'm sending it out early is twofold. Number one, I will not be here in this office at the end of next week, which is when I would normally send it. We'll get to that in a minute. But also, we got in our custom printed design just for me, partially by me, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to take credit. My friend designed it per my instructions, so it was a group effort. and it's so cool, and I want to show you guys, but I'm going to be mean and I'm not going to show you because it's going to be part of Cork Club. And I told you I would never tell you what was in Cork Club. It was always going to be a surprise, so I'm not telling you anything else. There's 2 more pieces. You don't know about them. But here's what's going to happen. Next Friday, you will want to tune in because I'm going to show you our brand new exclusive cork. So if you are a Cork Club member, it's going out the beginning of next week. If you do not receive your package by Friday, you might want to shut your eyes because I'm going to show off just that one piece, none of the others, and it will go on sale to everybody outside of Cork Club next Friday. So it's kind of like a little exclusive thing that you'll get for joining Cork Club. So if you're sitting there thinking, I've been thinking about joining, maybe you'll join today. I don't know. So I would say today would be the cutoff if you aren't already a Cork Club member. I'm very excited. I showed Barb. Barb likes it. My husband likes it.
Really
My
nice.
mom likes it. My mom already said that that is the cork that I should use in her Christmas present. And yes, I'm hot already. That's okay. This is a very thick sweater.
It's warm over here.
It's
too.
warm
The
over
sun.
here. It's all the sunlight. It's all the sunlight that we didn't get for October. So I'm very excited about that. So stay tuned. I will show you guys that a week from today, and it will be on the website on Friday for sale. And that's it. So just to kind of go back to what I said, I will be away next week. I'm still doing a video. I won't be here with Barb, but I will be away. Barb's in charge.
I'm in charge of me.
Oh, are you doing the video then? No?
No.
Okay.
No,
Barb's
no.
just in charge of her. So Barb will be here shipping. I will not be in the office. I am going away with a couple of friends for a very small sewing weekend, which I desperately need because I have a full-time job again. It's not fun, but I do it because I'm such a good wife. So yeah, I work for my husband again, and it's really cutting into my sewing time, and it's BS. I'm sorry, but I gotta get rid of this job. I'm gonna put my 2 weeks notice in real soon.
No, because he wants to hire me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and he can't have you. So yeah. So because I've been here in the office from 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. every day, I don't have as much sewing time. So I'm gonna go away for a whole weekend and ignore him and not answer his phone and deal with his customers, and I'm gonna sew. And I hopefully will get enough done on Thursday that I can show you guys some fun stuff on Friday too. So I will be here on your Facebook channel on your device, but I just won't be sitting here. So that's
Different
all.
background.
A different background, same me, but that's all.
That never changes.
That never changes.
No.
But I also have a bunch of other stuff on order, and some of it should be here by next week. So I'm hoping to have like a little reveal and some fun things to show you. So
Where are we going to put it all?
that's always a good question. We don't know. We don't know. We're going to store it out there. The magazine is here. I posted it, but I just wanted to show you guys in case any of you did not see. They finally came in. They were a day later than expected, a week after they went on sale on newsstands, but we're going to get over it. So if you haven't had a chance to grab it yet, I do have it by itself on the homepage, and I have the 2 kits available. I might be doing some more kits this weekend. I don't know. We'll see how the weekend goes. It's supposed to actually be nice out, so I'd like to be outside, but we'll see how that ends up. So you can use your discount. Remember, we're having our all month long November sale. So orders under $100, you can save 10%, and 100 or more, you can save 15. So if you want to get the magazine, they are here. We have what we have. Once we sell out, we're not going to get any more. But we've got a nice supply of them, and we have the back issues. So if you missed any of the back issues, we've still got some of those if you want any of the other projects. And those are all on the homepage, including the kits. Sorry to confuse you, but I just wanted to keep it all right there, right up front. So that is that. Again, if you haven't been watching, if you haven't been on Facebook, if you're new, we are having our sale. So the website has the codes right on top. I told you guys about it last week. It is all November long. You can order as many times as you want. Get yourself some presents. Get your, holiday shopping needs done. And it applies to everything on the website except Cork Club. You cannot use it on Cork Club because it's already discounted. And if you do, I'm going to have to reprimand you and give you your money back, and you'll have to start all over again. So Holiday 10 saves you 10% off up to $100. Holiday 15 saves you 15% off 100 or more. My husband said, what if they spend $99.95? Because it's over 99 and less than 100. He's so annoying. I don't know, buy something for $1.50.
There you go.
I'm like,
Perfect.
why do you ask me these questions,
Perfect
Eric?
solution.
Why?
Buy a handmade tag.
And we also have gift cards. Obviously, it does not apply to those, but you can't even try. It won't let you, because I did. I tried. So you can buy a gift card and share with your friends if you want. Let's see. Somebody had emailed me today, and I just wanted to show you guys this. I know I probably mentioned this in the past, but just in case you forgot or you're new, she had asked me about the road trip bag and asked if you could use our zippers, the faux metal zippers for the top, and absolutely you can use them for anything, and you can make a double zipper. So Chrissy, I don't know if you're watching, she had asked if they would work for this, and yes, they're the same width as the Biani zippers, which are what I used to use and what I've used in classes, but they have that metal look to them, and they're plastic, so you can sew over the ends, and it's also on the back. It's on that one, on the back. So I just wanted to answer her question and give you a little visual in case you did not know that. And the double zipper, it goes on the same way as a regular zipper. You just put one on from each end. Your first one doesn't matter as much if it's not quite even. Your second one you'll want to kind of be fussy with and make sure that you don't get a bubble in your tape. So I know I've done videos on that. I know a lot of you guys ask me about the zippers, so if you want another little separate video on the zippers and how to put the poles on, I'm happy to do that for you. So that is that. Wow, I didn't have a lot of stuff to go over today, I don't think.
My God, you can't be done already.
No, I'm not. Oh,
My
I'm not
goodness.
done. And done. No, no, because I haven't gotten to our topic yet for today.
Oh.
So, usually for the past few months, I've been doing a get to know me question, something that I share with you just because I feel like it, and something that a lot of you guys share back. I decided for the month of November, instead of a get to know me question, that I wanted to tell you what I'm grateful for, because I feel like it's, you know, it's that month. I feel like it's been that kind of year where we all have to kind of, you know, remind ourselves that not everything is bad and we do have some good things going on. And, you know, it's always good to just kind of remember that it could be worse, and it's not the worst thing in the world, all the negative stuff that's gone on this year. It's not a bad thing, really. You know, when you really think about it, as weird as this year has been, it hasn't been the worst year of my life. So, which I'm I'm grateful for that. So the first thing that I wanted to just tell you guys is I'm grateful for all of you. I've said this to you, I've thanked you all, but I just want to say it one more time. I'm grateful for you looking at the camera right now, you know, hopefully smiling back, enjoying these videos. I wouldn't be doing this if you guys didn't enjoy them so much, if you didn't give us your positive feedback, if you didn't, you know, feel sad when I couldn't do them, you know, when I couldn't do the one when we lost power, you guys all were like, oh no, but you know, you knew that we would come back, and you're thankful that I'm here, and I'm thankful that I'm here too. Many years ago, a friend of mine had done all 30 days of November. She posted each day something she was grateful for, and I was like, that sounds like fun. Let me tell you, that's harder than it sounds, because you think you're grateful for stuff until about day 7 of November, and you're like, oh, I have to do this for like 3 more weeks. It was exhausting. I can do it for 4 weeks. I think that will be fine. I am grateful for a lot of stuff, but it's hard to do 30 different things. It was, by day 30, I could not wait for November to be over. So, so I wanted to just say that, you know, you guys are the reason that I do what I do, and the reason I keep buying stuff, and the reason Barb and Marlene are here, and, you know, it's wonderful. And I'm also thankful for Barb and Marlene. I'm very thankful for you. Marlene's not here today. Maybe she's watching. She's usually watching. Oh, well, maybe she's ignoring us. So there. But I am grateful for you for sticking with me even when you couldn't be here because 2020, and you know, for dealing with all my craziness and me not being as crazy, and my husband. Oh my God, that's the hardest
thing
it's a group deal. You work here, you have to deal with him. Yes. But Barb can get her oil change while she's at work and she doesn't have to leave. So, you know, there's good and bad to everything. So
and I'm grateful for you guys too, to give me a place to go.
Yes, I know.
To
you
keep
know,
my sanity.
So if you would like to share, I do have, you know, some specific things, but just in general, thank you to all of you. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for all of your support, and I will never not be grateful. So that's all. I hate to even say this, but sometimes I sit back and I shake my head at things sometimes. I try to stay off of Facebook unless I'm doing business stuff, because there's just too much stuff that just gets under my skin anymore, and people are a little bit too vocal with things. But I happened to fall into this thread the other day of reading things and people being kind of mean to each other unnecessarily. Somebody was sharing something, a tip, which I thought was actually really cool, this comparison she was doing of showing, like, you know, if you do this versus this, and it was like really interesting. And somebody just wanted to cause trouble, and I found out later that this somebody is also a pattern designer who is picking on another pattern designer's post, and I was like, that's really uncool. And someone called her out on it and said, I think that's really not good of you to do that. Why would you do that? And I don't know. So I don't know.
I've seen long armors do that.
I
too.
know.
It's not nice.
I'm not always a happy person 100% of the time. You guys see the happy side of me. I'm not going to lie and be like, I'm happy always. I'm a miserable pain sometimes. I know that. My husband will be the first one to tell you, and so will Barb. Barb has seen sides of me that are not pretty. But I keep it off the internet, and I don't pick on other people trying to make a living. There's room for all of us. There's plenty of room, you know? So, I don't know. So, I saw that, and I was like, I don't want to talk about myself. I want to talk about how happy I am and how grateful I am for you guys. So, it kind of reminded me that I could be that person who feels the need to say mean things about other people, or I could be the one on the receiving end of it. And luckily, I'm not. So, that's all. So if you would like to tell me something that you're grateful for this week or this month, please do. It's always good to hear good things. And that also reminds me of our group and our holiday swap, because it is November. Our holiday swap, we have a few more weeks left to make our items. No, I haven't started yet.
Me neither.
Neither has Barb. But it's because I haven't had time, but I know what I'm making. So I'm good. And
You're one step ahead of me.
I'm one step ahead of Barb. But I think my partner, I think I know what my partner will like, and I'm very hopeful. But you guys are killing it with your swap gifts. Like I better hurry up and get it done, because by the time I get done, it's gonna be like cash prizes. Like you guys are making incredible stuff. I'm so excited for everybody to start receiving their swap gifts. So, do you have an idea, kind of what you want to do?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
I just haven't picked colors yet.
I haven't settled on colors yet, but I'm like 90% I'm making what I'm making. So, but I think I have like an idea. So, okay. So, let's get on to today. It is November, and it is getting close to Christmas time and Hanukkah and all that fun stuff. And I don't even know what's going to happen with the holidays this year, but I know that people are still getting gifts.
She's grateful for you.
Aw, thanks, Mom. I love you, Mom. Of course, and Emily too. I'm grateful for my sister. I cannot wait until my sister is home from Ohio. Boo, I hate that she's 10 hours away. So, but I'm actually, see, you gotta find the positive in this year. Because of the limitations and the way schools are this year, my sister who's in Ohio in her senior year of college, what a weird senior year, her school year is actually ending early. So she will not be coming home and leaving again. Like Thanksgiving, she usually comes home for a few days and then leaves. She's home until January. So I get all of Emily that I want, and it's, I just, you know, because I don't get to see her, and I never know where she's going to go again. And my sister's much more adventurous. I didn't go far from home. My sister is like, well, you know, so I go to Guatemala for school. Like, I don't care. You know, she'll go anywhere. Yeah. So I'm excited that I get to see her for like 2 months. It's going to be great. We'll see how I feel in December.
Yeah.
No, I love her. So anyway, so because holidays are coming and swaps are being worked on and all sorts of things, I thought for most of November we would talk about small gift items. You know, I've got some things that you guys already know about. I'll go over some of my favorite, like I need a quick gift. Maybe you need a teacher gift or a last minute, you know, like, oh no, I'm seeing this person. There's always that one thing when you know you're getting together and you're like, oh no, I forgot to get her something and she's probably gonna get me something, so you wanna make something quick. So I have some things here that I wanted to show you, and then I'm gonna demo, it's not brand new. I've posted about it in the past, but some of you might not have seen it. And I actually made a little cheat sheet that I will upload to the group later. So,
can I guess?
Of course.
Is it the gift card holder?
It is the gift card holder.
Those
yes.
are cool.
Yes, and they're quick. They're like, oh no, I need a gift in an hour. Like, I can make 5 of them. So some of my favorite things to add to like swap gifts or I like a gift in a gift. Like if I'm going to give somebody a gift card or like a little item, I like to put it in something homemade that they can keep so they get like a 2-for-1 kind of gift. So some of my favorite things are the trio zip pouches. So these are pattern on the website. You get all 3 from 2 fat quarters. We have kits with cork. You can add ribbon. You can do all sorts of things with them. So you can do cotton, canvas, cork, whatever you want.
They're cute.
You don't even have to make all 3. Once you get the technique, you can kind of decide. I've given these with gift cards. I've made some of these for my sister for organizing things. My mom, I think, has a couple in her purse. They're so useful. I keep one in my car with like miscellaneous little things that I don't want all over the place. Bobby pins and, you know, things. So always
power cords and stuff for your
power cords. Actually, the microphones
Chargers,
that we
the
use,
microphones.
I keep in one of these. Chargers. So it doesn't even have to be, you know, a girl gift. Sometimes we need guy gifts, and what do we make? So do this in like a nice neutral guy kind of print or color. I actually had one, I think my sister has it, that has mustaches and beards on it.
Yeah.
It's just this goofy fabric that's like black and brown and cream, and it's just funny. It was just one of those things, and I think I put some faux leather on the bottom just to like jazz it up. So, you know, just quick things that you can make. These are pretty quick. So there's that. The boxy pouches. My sister gets one of these almost every year because she keeps all of her toiletries in one, and I think my mom has one too. I think I made her a new one last year. This is the fully lined version. So this one has fabric inside. You can do cork or fabric outside. And this is the one that has nothing inside, just has the raw seams. So you need to use a cork or a vinyl for this. These are free. These are patterns that are not formal patterns. They're just instruction sheets. You download those on the website, and then I have full YouTube tutorials for both of these in different sizes. So that's a fun one. You don't have to spend anything. You can use supplies you have at home and make some fun gifts. Again, I always think of like guy gifts because making handmade items for the guys in your life is not always as easy. Most of them don't like purses. I don't judge if they do, but most of the men in my life are not a purse fan. Not really going to make them a wallet, so I can at least make them something kind of cool and give them a gift and a gift. I might make one of those for my stepfather, maybe.
Where's
for
that pattern again?
It's on the tutorials page. They're both towards the top. There's links to the videos, and then there's the PDF that you can print with your supply list. And there's different sizes. There's 3 different sizes on each of them. So these are relatively tiny, and then this is is this the large? Yeah, this is the large, or actually this is the medium. There's a little bit larger size.
What else I used that for? To put the Wonder Clips in.
Wonder Clips, and I have the tiny version of this with my earbuds and a little hand sanitizer in my purse so that I know where they are. So I like to organize things inside of my bags. Even though I have pockets, I like little things kind of grouped together. So I use a lot of those for different things, and I know which things are in each bag, so it helps me try to stay organized. Always wallets, Diva wallets, always good to add on. If you make someone a purse and you have like an extra hour, you can throw in a little wallet or a bigger wallet. These are easy, and you can, pick your hardware to match. I did this one with a strip of cork to kind of, add a little something extra. This one I put the little handmade pull on. Just little things. If I'm making a purse for someone, chances are I'm going to give them a wallet to go. Whether they're matchy people or not. My mom is, and my mom also said to not forget her wallet to go with her new purse. Not these though. My mom likes the Prima Diva. She likes herself the big wallet. And if she's getting a new purse, she needs a new wallet. And I already know that. So I'm planning her bag right now too. She already knows partly what it's going to look like, but she does not know which bag.
Too?
I have matching keychains. That was my next item.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Barb's so excited.
I'm so excited.
And don't forget, recently we got our keychain hardware in all the colors. And I just love that noise. I don't know why. Reminds me of Christmas
Sounds like
bells.
jingle bells.
So we have keychains. That's always a nice little easy gift. Last year for Christmas for my mom and my sister, I actually embroidered their names on the cork. it was a super last minute gift that I was like, let me just make one more thing. You know, you always feel like you want one more gift. And that was another thing I wanted to mention to you guys. Don't forget the different ways that you can personalize stuff. If you have an embroidery machine, initials, or putting their name on something. Luckily, my sister and my mom have fairly short names. My name doesn't always fit on things, but you could put your initials on stuff. I also added a rivet. I don't need it, but it was just a little something extra for fun. This one has ribbon. A lot of people ask, like, what do you do with all that Renaissance ribbon? There's, you know, something you can do with it. I put it on the trio. And speaking of, side note, if you have ordered the Renaissance ribbon pack for line work, I still have not gotten a ship date on it. It is coming at some point this month. I'm hoping maybe next week I will touch base with them. Don't think that I forgot about you if you have not received that yet. As soon as it's in, it will be cut and shipped to you. So just wanted to kind of add that on. And I'm thinking, because there's some really fun ribbons in there with the black and white, I might make a new keychain for them this year. They might get some cute little, you know, keychains. So, you know, you can add different things on, and you can also keep it plain. You don't have to do anything fancy, but since we have all these options of ribbon and rivets and embroidery and all these things, I have an embroidery machine that I haven't used in a few weeks. I haven't done anything with it. It's a great, simple, easy project. The cork embroiders really nicely, and with the keychains, you can do them out of fabric. They come with instructions. You can make them longer if you want. I have pretty big hands, and this still fits on my hand. I have man hands, but you know, you can make it longer, you can make it shorter. Barb's gonna try it on. The cork, you are just gonna fold in half. So this was a, Barb wants hers a little bigger. If that gets stuck, I'm not cutting it off. You're stuck with it for the rest of your life.
I don't like yellow.
This one was something I had already had the strip made. This has the raw edge on the side the way I normally do handles. With keychains, with cork, I do like the raw edge in the middle, so it's totally hidden. That's just me. But this one, I mean, it's not bothering me, but normally that's how I would do that. Also, I would use the Fabric Fusion, the sealer on this. Something we didn't have last year. Yep. So now we have that.
We do have one quick question here, not related to those, but to a Diva wallet.
Yes.
She would like to know if you can make the outside of the wallet of cork. She likes the package I got and have never made anything with cork. This is Mary Lou
Boharnois. Yes, Mary Lou, and yes, everybody else. Here, this one. Yes, you can do the outside. Actually, if you haven't worked with cork, we find it super easy, but I know it's intimidating when you're new to something. The Diva is a great way to use it because you've already done your inside. No cork inside. No. Too thick, too much, and a waste of cork. You want it on the outside. Do your inside, and when you're ready to add the cork, the outside on, you cut it the same size. You don't have to interface it. If you do, that's fine, but you don't have to. It's such a small project. You sew it into the seams, you turn it right side out, you press it and put it on the frame. It works just like fabric. It's a great way to do that. Excuse me, here's another embellishment that I did. This one is finally starting to come off.
Really?
A little bit, because it's been touched so much.
Yeah.
Which I'll just fix it. This I cut on my Scan and Cut. So if you have a Scan and Cut or a Cricut or any of those machines, you can cut little things out and add them on. You can do just a little strip. You can do cork on top of cork. It's not too thick. You can do cork. Cork on the Mini Diva, it is thick, especially on this side where the zipper is, but if you take your time and, you know, work it through, it will work. Just make sure that you follow the interfacing instructions on that.
What kind of glue did you use?
The Gutermann.
The Gutermann?
Mm-hmm. But because there's so many little tiny pieces, I'm sure, yeah, like there's no glue on this. I missed a couple little spots and they stayed down for a while, but now that, you know, now that it's been touched 100 times, it probably just needs to be touched up. But I had cut this out just to see how the Scan and Cut would cut on the cork. And I mean, that's pretty intricate. It's nice. It did a really nice job, like really nice. I just glued it down.
I forgot you had that.
I know.
You have to use it.
I know, I have to use it.
Is it here?
Yeah, it's in our office. It's in office number 2-1-15.
Good to know for future reference.
It's over there. So, you know, just think of ways that you can personalize things that you're making that don't take too much time. You know, add a little piece of ribbon or a little embellishment. It's a good way to play with some of those machines and some of those things that you have at home that maybe you're like, I don't know what to do. I've never used my embroidery machine. Use a scrap of cork, maybe from those scrap bags that you guys gobbled up real quick. Every one of them is gone. And use some of those scraps. Some of those scraps would be great to play with if you want to try out embroidery or try out your cutting machine. And if you don't have either of those, I'm not telling you have to go buy one. You can skip it all together. I didn't have an embroidery machine until like 2 years ago. It's not a big deal. You can do everything as simple or as elaborate as you want. It's your project. So those are some of the ones that we have patterns for. Oh, and I almost forgot the ginger wallets.
Oh, yeah.
The ginger. This one. So
that is so quick and easy.
It's so quick.
So cute.
And it just has a little handle here. You could embellish this one if you wanted. You can leave it plain. You can do this with some scraps if you want to mix up your colors. It's nice and easy. I think Nancy Casso made herself a purse not too long ago and then said, I just made a ginger wallet because I had scraps, and, you know, make something to go with it. So if you're not into a fancier wallet or you don't have a piece of hardware waiting for you, you can always make that. And this is a 9x12 for the entire inside and outside. This is the only time I would put cork inside of anything, just because it's such a simple project. And you do not need an industrial machine to make this. This was made on my regular domestic machine. So, and Barb's made it on hers.
Yeah.
Barb went home like the day I wrote the pattern and made one.
Yeah.
She's like, that was easy,
like,
you know, took like an hour. So,
Not even.
Super quick.
But you would not make that out of fabric.
You can't make this out of fabric because it has raw edges. Denise Danish used suede, I think, on one, but she had some issues, I think, with leather maybe. Denise, if you're watching, you can clarify that. But as long as it's a material that's thin enough, because you have 5 layers on one side, so you don't want anything thicker than cork unless you have an industrial machine, which also I'd be a little bit leery to not make such a thick wallet. Something that does not fray and something that is not going to be too thick, because that's going to be your thickest part right there, and you don't want to throw your machine out of whack trying to sew through like leather, something heavy. So that's that. So now let's talk about the little card holders. I love these. This happened a couple years ago. I want to say I did it 2 years ago the first time. My husband had asked me if I could make him a little business card holder. He just wanted something to put his business cards in. And I had made him one. This is an older one, so I did not use Fabric Fusion on this. This is his business, so he wanted it to match his card. So it's black and yellow. He has the reverse because he has dirty hands. So his is black outside and yellow inside. I keep this one in my purse so I know that I have his business cards in case I need them, because I'm an excellent wife and secretary. So I made this one for him. You can put a gift card. I made this little one with some scraps. You can put a gift card in it. I put ribbon on this one just
that one's really cute.
because
I like that one.
and she likes it because it has money. But also, I made this one specifically because it matches
your colors.
my colors. So you can make these. I made all of these in less than an hour. Once you get them cut and put together, like the sewing part, it takes like 5 minutes. So I'm going to give you some tips to make these today and show you. I posted this on Instagram and I think on Facebook probably 2 years ago. So instead of you having to scroll back and look through it, I actually made a little sheet. And
nice.
I am going to upload that to the files in the group because it's easier to put it there. If you look back at the post, it's the same information, but I just made you a little cheat sheet. Plus, in the 2 years since then, we have Fabric Fusion, and I'm going to show you how I use that. So what you need, your absolute necessary supplies, are 2 pieces of cork. You need 3x7, 2 of them. So I have the Merlot metallic whole.
And pastel green.
Thank you, Barb.
You're welcome.
I have 2 pieces of cork here. So I just grabbed those. I can't talk. Hold on, I need more
Don't
coffee.
worry, we'll help you.
I need liquid sunshine. That's what my cup says. So, you need 2 pieces of cork. Again, this needs to be something that won't fray. So this, you cannot use regular fabric. You could use a suede or a faux leather or a vinyl as long as it's fairly thin. This one, You will sew through 4 layers at the most. So if your machine can handle 4 layers of whatever fabric you have that's non-fraying, that will work. So, and again, super quick. I'm trying to prolong this so it doesn't seem like it's that quick, as it really is.
But it is that quick.
So you have your 2 pieces. You'll need those. You can use some clips.
How many pieces do you need?
2. 2, not 1, but 2. And you'll also need some kind of mug or cup. It's a real technical one. We're breaking out the big supplies. This is my Knoebels cup. Has anyone been to Knoebels in Elysburg, Pennsylvania?
What is Knoebels?
Knoebels is an amusement park and a campground and a pool, and it's family owned. It's always been family owned, and it's one of the final, like, only free entry parks. So that's why we used to go there, because my grandparents, my grandmother was disabled and needed a wheelchair or a scooter, she'd have to pay to get in, so she could just play games and eat and not worry that she was paying, like, you know, at like Six Flags to go on rides she wouldn't go on. So if you know Knoebels, let me know, because I've only met one person, in all of my travels that knew what Knoebels was and said, I know where that is. So I'm just curious if anybody else does. And yes, you do pronounce the K, as weird as it sounds. It's not Nobles, it's Knoebels.
So far, nobody is admitted.
Nobody is. Nobody cares. But that's okay. So that's my childhood right there. So your cork, your cups, and a sewing machine with thread. That's it. But I like to add some extra things that you might already have at home. I use my Gutermann glue, and I also use the Fabric Fusion. And I'm going to show you where I use each of these. Not necessary. But if you have them, you may as well use them. So what you're going to do is on both of your pieces, on one of the short sides, you're going to cut a little scoop. The scoop does not matter as long as they're both the same. I used a regular mug. This is a different size cup. Yeah, it's about the same. That mug's wider. It doesn't matter. There is no template. It's easy. So what I do is I mark in 1/4 of an inch just so that I can kind of center it, because you always think it's centered until there's something behind it and you notice that it's off a little bit, and I don't want to go all the way to the edge. So I just mark in 1/4 of an inch, and then I use my coffee mug or my cup, or yesterday I had a little tin that has pencils in it, whatever I have, and I just mark it, and I mark the other one. And then you're going to put them right sides together like this, and you're just going to stitch 1/8 of an inch all the way around. You don't have to do anything more than that. If you want to use a fancy stitch, if you want to do double stitching, whatever you want. I did use the 28 weight, the heavy thread that we have, just because I like how it stands out on the cork. A little tip for you, I use the dark purple on here so it would pick up on camera. I start my stitching down here because it will be hidden inside if I get any of these little birds' nests. So I don't start on an end, I start kind of in the middle. Once this is stitched, all you're gonna do is fold it up like this, make sure that the back is a little higher than the scoop, and just sew those sides, and you're done. That's literally it. So I'll take the cards out. That's it. So you just stitch and you're done.
Simple.
You know, so it's a gift and a gift. So if I'm giving somebody money or a gift card, they get this. If they have a business, maybe they want it to match their logo. So where do I use the glue? If you want to, again, totally optional, and I did put a picture in the little tutorial so you can see what I mean. I use the Gutermann glue to glue these pieces together because I hate when things shift. Even when you clip it, even when you're careful and it shifts a little bit, I hate going back in and trimming. So I take my glue like a little bit, not a lot. I don't want it to be too thick. I don't want to gum up anything. I don't want to make a big, piece of glue that's going to be hard on my machine. I just put a little on there, I glue them together, and once they're glued together, then I cut. I actually like to cut afterwards when they're together because I know that they're going to stay. When I cut, if I have my 28 millimeter, my little rotary cutter, I'll cut right against the cup I'm using just because it's easier. Otherwise, I'll mark it and just use my scissors. And a little side note on these, somebody in the group, and I don't know if she's watching because I can't remember who asked, had said, how do you get your little opening in here nice and neat? Sharp scissors. The sharper the better. Pointy tip is going to make a huge difference. That is why I endorse and sell the Kai scissors, because they're sturdy, because they're strong, they have a nice point. It's great for your Diva wallet. It will go through all those layers with no issues. You could just snip, snip, and then cut across. And also, if your scissors are dull or they're not super pointy at the end and you're just cutting and cutting and cutting, you're gonna fray your fabric, and that's what makes it look sloppy. And that's what makes you unhappy. So invest in nice sharp scissors. Maybe treat yourself, use a coupon. I know where you can get scissors.
I know where you can get them.
So if I use scissors, I'll do it that way, or if I have this, which this was at the office, I didn't have it at home, so I cut those with scissors, but I'll use that right against the mug. Once that's glued together, I take it and I put it on my ironing board and I iron it to set the glue quick because I don't want to wait because I'm super impatient. And then I use my pressing clapper. This also came up because the same sweet person who asked how to make the notches neater said, and what is a pressing clapper? Because I forget that some people have no idea what I'm talking about. This is a pressing clapper. So I've warmed this up with the iron. I set it on there for a few seconds. I flip it over. I iron it on the other side. And I just let it cool for a few seconds, and then I trim, and then I sew. And the last thing, what about this? We did not have this in the past. So when I made this, and I think this one is probably a year or two old, you got all these little things happening that drive me nuts. What I'm gonna do today is trim that up a little bit, put some fabric fusion on there, seal my edges, and then I won't have to worry about it. This one is sealed, and it's not, there's no little fray from the back. I will suggest that when you get to this point, you've already top stitched, you've trimmed, then do your fabric fusion. It's much easier this way because this is gonna be touching the back. Once you have your fabric fusion on, it dries maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then you can finish up the sides. So I think that was everything. Yes.
Got a question. Can
Sure.
you also glue the ginger wallet together before you cut and sew?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course, why didn't I do that?
I don't know. Shelley thought
Did
of
I
it.
do that? I didn't. Shelley did?
Yeah,
Because
she
Shelley's
thought of it.
smarter than I am.
I
Yes,
guess.
absolutely. I probably thought about it, but I didn't do it. But if you have this at home, you don't use a lot of it because you use it a little bit here and there for your hardware. You might as well use a little bit of it. And I wrote up my instructions, and this picture right here, which you guys are not going to see on camera, but when you download it, it shows you it's not a ton of glue. I'm not, going around the edges. I just kind of like rub it around real quick, get it in there. And after I trim this, before I top stitch, if I didn't get anything in here because it shifted, then I'll put a little bit more glue in there, just a smidge. I just find that it's better than using clips. Nothing moves at all. And it trims nicer. So, and this one I did put my fabric fusion on, and I put a little bit on the thread just to make sure that it wasn't going anywhere, even though no one sees it. So,
Good job.
so if you want to, you can check out the fabric fusion video that I posted. It's a real quick one. There's a top stitching video on my YouTube channel with some top stitching tips, because this is top stitched. You can use your cork scraps, you can use cork club, you can use, 3x7 is not a lot. So if you're like me and you don't throw anything out, you'll find that in your stash. And if you need the glue, you can save a little bit right now. Get yourself glue, clapper, scissors. Use that coupon code as many times as you want until the end of November.
Keep me busy.
Keep Barb busy. That's our motto. I think, surprisingly, only 43 minutes this week.
Oh my
'cause
gosh.
they're quick. It's quick
They
projects.
are.
So again, next week we have some stuff coming in. I did order some more thread. I don't know where that is. Maybe if I say it out loud, it'll get shipped today. We have some more Essex linens coming. I don't know when, but we do have some canvas coming for sure next week that I will be bringing with me, and I'm going to show you that brand new cork. So remember, Cork Club members, your stuff is coming early, and I'm sorry, but I am going to show you what that cork looks like next Friday, so cover your eyes if you don't want to see it, if you didn't get your package, and be kind to the post office. They're doing the best that they can. I had a very long conversation with my postman yesterday, because he's also a customer here. He was getting an inspection, and we were chatting about how busy he thinks it's going to be in the next month and a half, and I think he's right, and I also don't think he even knows. So
One other tip.
Yeah.
Shelley has said that she saves all her little cork scraps, and a friend of hers makes earrings out of them.
yes, And that may or may not be something we'll discuss in November. I don't know, but we will see. But save all those scraps. There's so much stuff you can do with them, and I cannot throw anything out. You can even use those little things, and
I'll vouch for her for that.
Yeah, she knows. Marlene gets more annoyed than Barb does that I don't throw things out, because Marlene likes to throw stuff out, and I'm like,
God, does she
no,
ever.
I don't want to.
She throws everything out.
But you can use them for fun stuff. You can make little things. So that's why I like to. Uh-oh, my boss is here.
The boss is here.
You're fired.
Where's my severance?
I just got fired. Now I get to sew all day long. Awesome.
Is
All
he
right.
giving you severance pay?
He doesn't pay me now. I'm not even technically employed. Are you technically an employee if you don't get paid? That's a question. I'm a volunteer
You're
at
a
FTR
volunteer.
Truck and Auto.
There you go.
So I think that's going to do it for this week. I'm going to post some more. Bleh. I have more projects for the rest of November. It's going to be good. So if you have any questions, let us know. If I can talk, I don't know. And Barb's going to go keep shipping those orders. And
Betcha.
I'm going to sew all weekend long. I hope. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm gonna be quilting all weekend.
Yes. So I will see you guys
Christmas is
next
coming.
Friday at 11. Different background.
Applications can be taken at 707 Kings Road for secretarial duties and an office manager and a fleet supervisor. Jessica is now fired.
Do you pay? How
You
much do
officially
pay?
heard that. I am fired. I am going home right now and sewing.
Pay is reflected by experience, and Barb, you're worth every penny.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We love you, Eric.
Do we?
I do.
Heart-shaped fingers.
Bye. All right. I will see you guys next Friday. Stay positive. Be kind, people. I love all of you. Thank you. I am grateful for you. And I will see you at 11 o'clock next Friday with fun stuff. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope the weather is nice where you are. Now I sound like Al Roker.
Yes, really.
And I will see you guys in a week. Bye.
Bye, guys.